Apple has released 4 new applications for people using iOS 10 beta with animated emojis, including this one. I can't wait to get Classic Mac.
That was in the developer seed. They've just made it an independent download now.
But you have to be using iOS 10 to use it.
Yeah, so these are examples of the sticker packs. One of the things they announced is that as part of the iMessage apps, if you don't know how to code but you're an artist, you can make stickers, and you can make them either in a painting application for static stickers, or you can make them in Apple's Motion for animated stickers. And then you just drag them into Xcode and you basically upload them, and they're available on the App Store. No coding needed. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, we're going to see amazing. I can't wait to see what like Icon Factory or Louis Mantia or Sebastian DeWitt or all these people do.
Supremacists.
Most of these are repurposed from the watch, right? These are the animated.
Yeah, they made the watch ones available for cross compatibility's sake.
But I love the new Classic Mac ones. I don't know if the hello actually spells out hello, but these are animated, right? Have you played with them?
No, yeah, I think those so far have been just static stickers. But what's cool is that you can send one, or you can drag one up and stick it on top of an existing bubble. And one of the really cool demos they did at WWDC is that messages can be collaborative. So a developer can say that each message is an individual, unique property unto itself, or they can say that they can share an ID. So then, for example, you can have stickers, and the demo they showed was an ice cream cone that then maybe me and Andy could take turns adding different scoops of flavored ice cream to.
Oh, that's cool.
Or you and Alex can have a dinner order thing going back and forth for the office, saying I'm adding chicken to this, I'm adding steak to this, I'm adding pizza to this, and then in the end it's all bundled up and that's your order. So there's a really cool sort of collaborative opportunity in there.
Well, and I have to admit that I thought all of this was completely silly until my kids started playing with it, and they have gone
it's
haywire.
Fun. It's fun.
Haywire.
Yeah.
The whole, because they have their little pen, so they're drawing pictures and sending them to each other, and then that little thing that you kind of scribble and then it disappears and appears over on the other one, and I mean it's just insane. So I was wrong.
one of the classic lessons of my years as a technology journalist is that just because I think something is silly, that doesn't mean I'm done thinking about this. It means you.
I was just watching it going, I cannot believe they used this much of the keynote on these stupid little things that and I enjoy.
So people
I can understand.
It got the biggest applause in the house for that announcement.
Yeah.
Because it shows, again, it's natural for large companies, and name any, not just Apple, but name any large companies. You have to have a company like Snapchat that willing to do in the most positive way, just heroically, gloriously stupid things, just for no other reason than somebody at that company thinks it's a cool idea, and then it takes off like wildfire, and that points the way to Google and to Apple and to Facebook to say, okay, we would not have come up with this our own self. We would not never necessarily have devoted 10 minutes of a keynote to stickers, but people love the stickers, and so we have to give them what they want. If people are using.
So one of the big aha moments we had earlier in the year is when the Kimoji app came out, and most of the existing people we had were like, "Oh, this is really dumb. We're just going to ignore it." And then my boss Kevin, credit to him, said, "No, this is amazing. Cover it." And it was incredibly popular. And we've since gone and hired Micah Sargent, formerly of Newsy, to just sort of do what we're calling iMore Pop, because there's a whole bunch of people for whom this is the most important stuff on the platform. And just because it's not stuff that we would traditionally think of as important, we're just wrong and not wrong maybe, but we have our tastes, but there's millions, if not hundreds of millions of people with very different tastes, and it's our job to sort of serve all of them. And iMessage remains the most popular app on iOS, and when they just made 3 times the size emoji, Craig joked about that on the talk show, that was the biggest pop of the night, because people want to communicate. We're intrinsically lonely, and we want to talk to other people. And if we can make that fun and we can de-stress it, stickers are less stressful than having to write to somebody, because you can be late and you could say, "Oh, honey, I'm sorry I'm late," and you'll get in trouble, where you could send a banana peel slipping emoji and it'll be like, "Haha, hurry up." And it's just all these things are really valuable to us.
And it does get a lot of fun. Someone sent me a picture of the fireworks and said Happy 4th of July, and I have like Giphy, I think, or something.
Yes.
Keyboard. Yeah. And I posted Leonardo DiCaprio with the little martini with the little stuff going behind him, and it was a lot more fun than just saying Happy 4th of July.
I love him.
George and
of
I
course,
have
Apple's late to the game on this. Facebook Messenger's been doing it for a while. Telegram, a lot of other apps, but it's nice. Yeah, it's fun.
When you own the platform, you're only ever one announcement away from taking back market share.
Yeah, that's right. That's true.